Welcome to Win One Take One. This is an FM series like no other. I'm Jack. I've got a wheel behind me. We're going to be spinning it a lot over the next few episodes. This is either going to be incredible or it's going to be a disaster. We're bottom at Christmas. Can we save the team we're going to be managing? Let's find out. So yeah, if you're not familiar with this series format, it wouldn't surprise me. It's something a little bit different. Each and every game, we spin the wheel. The value that is spun on the wheel determines the budget we have of a player we could possibly win, but only if we win on the football pitch, as each and every game we have the possibility of gaining a player for our squad or losing a player for our squad. Because if we lose, the lowest rated starter in our squad leaves. Yeah, that the worst performer of the defeat is gone. Poof. For the rest of the season, they leave me, and I'm expecting lots of heartbreak, if I'm being completely honest. In terms of the team we're managing, we are managing Charlton, a Charlton team who really shouldn't be bottom at Christmas, if I might say so myself. We've got rid of Alan Kirbishley. Our star player is Scott Parker, who looks absolutely blooming brilliant. So inevitably, when we lose a game in the near future and he was the worst performer and we lose him, there will be tears shed. And, well, if we just have a look at the league table, after 14 matches have been played, 2 wins, 2 draws, 10 losses. And we are currently 3 points away from Derby County, who frankly are absolutely garbage. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Our first game is going to be against Everton. It's tomorrow. I don't know why I'm looking at my watch like it's going to help me. It's tomorrow, everyone. I'm going to go and prepare, possibly cry a little bit. It's going to be tough. Lots of red. I need to work out how the hell we're going to approach this. I'll be back once I've sorted some tactics. Now, I didn't actually explain this in the intro, which I really should have done. We are using the Mad Scientists 2001-2002 database here. I've already done a video on it. You can find out some more info. I'll put a card in the top corner. And yeah, that's why we're managing Charlton. You've not been in a coma. You've not slept for 20 years and the Premier League has gone back to its state it once was. And, well, as Charlton manager, I've had 24 hours to find my groove. And here's the team and here's the system that I think can maybe keep us up. We're going to have Kylie in goal, who looks all right, doesn't he? He perfectionist, left-footed only. He's actually quite good. Quite a good goalkeeper for this level. At centre-back, this is where things become slightly problematic. We've got Richard Rufus, who, again, he looks pretty good. Of course, with this being a retro database, players tend to be a little bit better. But in terms of second-choice centre-back, This is our next best option. I mean, they don't make players like this anymore in Football Manager. Mark Fish, he's got 20 heading and 20 strength. He's got great balance. He's like a ballerina. But if we need him to run, we could be in trouble. So that's an immediate concern. At left back, we've got Powell, who isn't the quickest at 32 anymore, but he's okay. We've got a good group of lads in terms of personalities. At right back, we've got a young Luke Young, who, again, he's not very quick. 11 acceleration. I'm a bit worried that against the pacier attacks, we could get caught out a little bit. In midfield, we don't really have a left mid. I had a look through. There really isn't a good left midfielder option. That is the sad reality of it. It was between Konchesky and Jack Robinson. I looked at Robinson's performances and decided he's not the man for the task. And also, of course, Konchesky, he played a little bit back in the day in the Premier League. A player who I know from my kind of years growing up. He's okay. He's kind of average at everything. I'll be completely honest with you. We've got Kinsella at right mid. Now, I have got a small issue here. I think we've got 4 centre mids. So if we start losing some games and our centre mids don't perform very well, we will run out of them, which is a slight concern if I'm being completely transparent with you. In terms of the actual centre mids, we've got Klaus Jensen, who's a really, really good advanced playmaker, but again, can't really run and is injury prone, which is slightly terrifying. Alongside him, this man, if we lose him at any point, we're probably going to get relegated. It's Scotty Parker, age 21. He was phenomenal, it turns out, back in kind of Championship Manager back in 2001. And up front, we've got Stewart, who frankly just doesn't really look like a player you'd ever see in Football Manager, you know, in a normal save game. He loves important matches. He's very big and he's quite good. I was going to say he's very big. He's not actually very big at all. What's happened there is I've looked at physicals and gone, he must be big. He's not very strong, but he's got great balance and great stamina. He can finish as well, maybe. So we've got him, and I don't know what's going on with his positions. I'll be frank with you, I'm not sure what this is all about. It looks like someone is playing a game of battleships. They've got 2 hits here. These are the misses that they previously had. And his strike partner is Jonathan Jonasson, who, look, he's quick. Compared to all our other players who can't really run, this man is fast, and he can kind of finish. He's not very composed. He's just quick. He's either-footed though, and he's going to be our striker. And the fact that he's one of our strikers is perhaps a cause for concern. You can see here, our 2 attackers between them have 9 goals. The actual total number of team goals so far this year is 13 in all competitions, which isn't very good. The average ratings are largely disappointing. Stewart apparently is the man that we need to be ever so reliant on, so I'm hoping that he's going to turn up big for us. And well, our first game in charge is against Everton in second. And just looking ahead to tomorrow, we have Newcastle in second. And then we have a relegation 6-pointer. I feel like 6-pointer doesn't do it justice. It needs to have a slightly different name, because if we lose, we're giving a relegation rival one of our best players. So it's more than a 6-pointer, everyone. Today, as much as I want to kind of delay the inevitable, we're taking on Everton. It's at Goodison Park, and well, before we get into this, we need to spin the wheel. We need to know what's on the line here. What could we possibly be winning? Right, let's give it a whirl, shall we? Wheel, please be kind to me. That's not kind. 500k. What does that get us in this Everton team? Let's take a look. So if we sort by value, 500k, it's not... We could get Paul Gascoigne. That might be what we're playing for at this point. A 34-year-old Paul Gascoigne. I mean, I'm going to be frank. I was hoping for a little bit more on the wheel for our first game. This is not the highest of high-stake games we're going to have. There could be a David Weir. I mean, how good is Gascoigne? I mean, he might be the physicals. It would be very on brand for me to complain about not having any pace and then to sign Gascoigne. Either way, I'm a little bit underwhelmed, as I'm sure many of you are. There will be games on the line where we can steal away star players potentially, but of course it always comes with the risk that if we lose, we're losing a player. So we're going to go with the 4-4-2. I'm going very old school, very traditional, I feel like. And I'm desperately hoping we're going to get our campaign off with a win. A win that could potentially take us out the relegation zone. I think we have to win by a fair few for goal difference, but it could happen. I will say now, did introduce to myself to the players. They've all decided they hate me. So optimism levels right now for this match are a little low, shall we say. I mean, if we were hoping for a perfect start here, it's not really happened. 10 minutes in, finally we get a first highlight. We're playing our 4-4-2. It's a rainy day. Stewart, Johansson, you've got to finish this. He's hit the post. He's hit the post. And the other thing we've got to be wary of is our players' actual ratings. Because if we do lose, we're losing the lowest rated player and it could be a disaster. And they're on the counter. Alex Anderson for Everton. Is that Duncan Ferguson up front for them? Oh my word. I mean, what the hell are these attributes? What? He's absolutely bananas. Okay, we've got a throw in. Young with it. Tries to pick out Kinsella. It's flicked on, but Weir gets it away. I should point out at this point, with this kind of series, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a risk for me in terms of content. So if you've got to this point, if you're enjoying it thus far, and you're kind of excited about the concept and what this could potentially result in terms of emotional breakdowns for me and just general, well, pain, drop a like on the video. Leave a comment. Let me know your favourite player from the 01-02 era. Can we score, Stewart? We've hit the post twice in the first 22 minutes. We've started so well, but we need a goal. I mean, all these chances and no breakthrough yet. Although I say that, straight away a highlight begins. 4 minutes left of the half. We're on the attack. Scotty Parker, what can you do? He gives it to Stewart. Now with Jensen, who dinks it back to Stewart. He's got to... I was going to say he's got to finish. It was tricky. Let's not get annoyed with him. It was a tricky opportunity. I'm not wowed by the finishing on display so far, though. We've been the better team, which makes things even more disappointing. I'm going to tell the players that I'm happy with the performance so far. They're delighted with that. I mean, a draw for us would be a pretty good result. I realise I've not explained, in the event of a draw, and I know it's a little anticlimactic, nothing happens in terms of losing or gaining players. We could bring in Jason Yule. Maybe I'll bring in Jason Yule. You know what? I'm sorry, Jonathan Johansson. I've had enough. We're bringing in a legend of the game. He's 24 years old. He's got 3 goals in 2 caps for Jamaica. I think Jason Yule's the man we need here. He's going to be our saviour. Okay, set piece here. Jensen whips it towards, well, Parker in the box. It's headed away. Powell has it. Tell you what, if we were to give away the ball there, we are in trouble. They have so many men forward. Young with it now. Jensen. Don't give the ball away here, lads. Just hold on to it. Go over to the left-hand side if we need to. Kinsella, he's in behind. Can he score? It's a triangle. He crosses it in, and Graham Stewart scores for us. The only man who's actually been playing well in this entire team. He's got a blooming goal. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We've been quite good so far in this game. This ball in here, I mean, it's deflected very fortunately, if we're being honest. We've got a bit lucky there, but you need your luck to stay up. I'm going to claim that the Jason Yule change was the game changer. Right, I feel like we should be more conservative now. You know, we've got the lead. Now, I was thinking about bringing in like a more defensive midfielder, but we've only got Andy Todd, who frankly is bang average. Sorry, Andy. And Eddie Udes, who, I mean, he can defend. You know what? I'm going to bring in Udes. I'm going to take off Jensen. And this might be a bit of a negative change, but I just want to hold on here. And Konchesky, I could play Konchesky as maybe a defensive winger. I don't want to get caught out here. I'm going to be honest. I feel like we've had problems going forward. We've got a goal now. Now we need to hold on. Right. We're going asymmetric. I feel like with this series, I'm going to feel way more inclined to micromanage every decision. I'm going to overthink everything because there's so much more on the line per result. I mean, Duncan Ferguson's broken through. Oh, it's a good save. I was nervous there. Duncan Ferguson, when he's quicker than your defenders, that's a concern. I don't want to get carried away. I'm wondering if I should be thinking about what player we could possibly get. I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, though. We've got the ball. We're looking good. Yule, Kinsella, do it again. Do it again, Mark Kinsella. Let's go. He's a little dynamo out on the right wing. Tucks it into the bottom corner. We are loving it. Oh my, Stewart's got an injury, though. That is not good news, because I do not have many striking options. I'll tell you what, that's a bloody good finish for a winger, isn't it? Right, I'm going to bring in Bartlett. I'm going to bring him on for Stewart. I'm hoping that that's not a bad injury for Stewart, because he's the only man scoring in this team at the moment. I mean, Kinsella did just score, but in terms of reliably, Everton on the attack here. Thompson with the ball. Rufus with the header. Jason Yule with it. Turns his man. Gets dispossessed, but Konchesky's there. Where's he going? Was that a shot or a cross? I mean, whichever it was frankly awful. 8 minutes left. Everton in possession. Should I be nervous? Moore to Gravison. Pistone down the left-hand side. Plays it forward to Tal. They've got players queuing up. Tal. Oh my word. I thought it was about to be an own goal. I thought that was about to go off our defender and into the back of the net. But we hold on. I say that. It might not be over. They're bringing it forward again. Tal. He's so quick. He pulls it back to Duncan Ferguson. Oh my word. Kylie is a god in goal. What was that? That was an insane save. It was blasted at him point blank. Hold on, lads. Hold on. Do it for me. Okay, we got a win. We got a blooming win. Kinsella was our man of the match as well out on the right wing. Not losing anyone today. And with that result, well, I was hoping we were going to climb up a little bit. As it turns out, all the other teams around the bottom did quite well from the looks of things, except Bolton and Sunderland. Derby beat Blackburn, which was a big result for them, and Fulham beat Villa 4-0. And we've got Fulham tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but next episode. Stewart's out for up to 2 weeks. That is not ideal because he is one of our better players. And we've got Newcastle in 2 days' time. Right, well, before we leave, we need to select a player to sign from Everton. We can pick anyone valued under 500k. I feel like I would like a centre mid or a striker. I mean, Joe Max Moore can do it all. Experienced attacking midfielder, can play out on the right, can play down the middle. He has 7 dribbling, though. I could go for Gascoigne. And there's a voice in the back of my head saying, Jack, you do not need Gascoigne. Do not get him. But then the voice, I'm drowning it out. I'm drowning it out, and I am thinking that Paul Gascoigne could be the man to add to our team. He might not have any physicals, but this man is a playmaker. He could be top drawer. I mean, there aren't any other good... I'm going to take him. Move to my club. Paul Gascoigne, welcome to Charlton, my friend. He's very excited. I'm very excited. He will be available for us to take on his former club in Newcastle in our very next game. That will be coming your way in the next episode, but that for today is going to wrap things up. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I won't be doing this series each and every day. I'm going to aim for 2 to 3 episodes a week. Just something nice to have to look forward to. A little bit of a change of pace as well. Obviously, this is very different to normal Football Manager content. I realise that. I feel like I want to take a gamble, experiment, try some different content out there. And I think this is a fun little way to play Football Manager in just a completely different way to you ever normally would. If you have enjoyed the video, as I said earlier, do drop a like on it. It lets me know that you want to see more of this kind of experimental content. And well, until the next video, it is me, Jack. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys again very soon, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.